Okay, another. Oh, let's put the sound up. Another pretty successful month? No, productive. That's the word. Productive month. Working on the side project, which at this point, have I worked on the side project for longer than the main project? Should I rename these to where it doesn't mention the main project? Is this the main project? No. That is the one thing I can definitively, not the main project. Using this in reference to the Resident Evil inspired game, using this to figure out certain cutscene things, just kind of get more practice in an engine / editor that people probably don't care that much for, but I enjoy. I think on one of these videos I mentioned how I must have first used rpgmaker in like 2001 or something along those lines, maybe 2002. It's just kind of fun to go back to it and actually make something, unlike the stupid crappy game that I made then, which actually if you search my YouTube you can find me playing the game I made when I was, I think that's the name, what I called it, is like playing the game. Damn, I've never heard this part of the song. Stop, you're so loud. Stop, you're annoying me. No, I don't usually listen to it in my headphones. Which I'll get to in a second, because I got a new monitor, and the new monitor doesn't have speakers, which I should have paid more attention to. Anyway, if you're interested in the crappy game I made 20 years ago when I was in middle school, I have a walkthrough of it on my YouTube somewhere. It's like playing the game I made when I was 10 or something. It's really questionable. Ooh, spoilers, he's out cold. We're just gonna bloop that. I'm gonna keep doing that for this because the intro of this song is like peaceful and quiet. The rest of it's not. Anyway, what else did I do? Turns out you can just turn on an Xbox controller and use it natively in this, which was fun to play my game with a controller. I enjoyed that. But the main stuff is right here, where last week and I gotta be careful what I click on now because there's spoiler things to click on. But I was finishing up day 7. This was also where I made the mega jellyfish, that's just default art. And for some reason, despite it being default art, it's like too tall, so it gets cut off, which, whatever. I made him, or it, I guess. And then the tree man, the bird man, and the dragon. So that's all the bosses left in the game, actually. I also edited, I'll just show it here somewhere. Oh boy, where can I show it? The mayor's house will work. I made these custom edits. Alright, we're restarting the song. I'm gonna change this song. And it is, I have meant to change it. I made these right here. They're edits from these little vials because you're supposed to be collecting these 4 gemstones. Hey look, these are kind of like gemstones. I'm not using these anyway, so I edited them. I also edited an empty bookshelf and covers for the bed, which is actually what you see here. Just testing this. So you can be in the bed and kind of look like you're sleeping. Or dead. Whichever comes first. So there's that. What else is updated? Did the boss for day 4, finished day 4, or 7, finished day 8. I'm at the very end of day 9, actually. And again, I don't really want to click on too many things, so it's kind of like, here's the town. Sure is a town. And I'm, like I said, very close to the end of day 9. And then it's day 10 and starting to work on day 10. All of day 10 is the ending. There's no combat, there's no nothing. It's basically just start it, and you do walk around and kind of interact with stuff, but it is just I don't know how long it's going to be, maybe 20 minutes, who knows. But the ending, there's variations, there's choices at the end of days 7, 8, and 9, and some of those choices can have effects on the ending. But those are just kind of permutations of the ending, and then there's 2 main endings, and then a secret ending, and then a secret joke ending that I've kind of made already. But I'm excited to get that and be done. Like, day 10 is the end. Day 10 is the empty thing. We're restarting This is next on the list. Gotta get rid of that song. Has that been playing this entire time? Holy shit. Day 10. Nothing in day 10. But it's how I don't want to click on that. Oh, let's click on the bonus house. This is another map I made. One of the choices you can make leads you to this extra bonus house. Ta-da! What else is on the list of things? There's a lot of stuff. I accidentally deleted the tile set at one point. I had to put it in there. That's my fault. That's my mistake. There's a couple maps, or there's one map mainly that I can't show. And then there's edits to the world map that I could show, but like, why would I? At this point, I mean, if you're watching this, are you gonna play? It's kind of a weird thing to be like super vague about this, but still be showing the ending and being like, yeah, you're fighting a dragon, you're doing this thing. But I don't know. I think it's fun to just show the process and see how it works. And I'm very excited to be almost done to the point of where I could play through the game in its entirety. And speaking of that, actually, I have not tested really from the start of day 8 through day 9. I haven't done a playthrough to test everything, or like a lot of the timings on dialogue and things along those lines. I did start... because I'm looking at Steam and like how you put games on Steam, and you have like a developer and a publisher, and I was thinking I don't want to do this under my name necessarily, so I did settle on a name I liked as like a I don't know, developer name, but I'm still working on all that, so I'm not gonna go into that. Oh, let's do that. Where is... I figured out this really stupid thing that's so obvious that I should have done it 17,000 years ago, but basically using the self switches without, because this event has a custom route, and so he is wandering around pretending to look at this, and he pretends to look at the bush or whatever that is, the weed, pretends to look at the tree, looks at the hole, looks at this bush, looks at this, and then he goes back to here, right? And she's doing a similar thing. But the problem with the way rpgmaker does this is when you have a custom route, right? You like, oh, I want to be talking to this person, and then the dialogue change. And the easy way to do that is just self switches, right? Okay, I talked to him once, self switch is now on. It goes to another page right here, and then he says the next thing. But if you change pages, it messes with the movement. So I just made a way to do this, which is obvious. It's basically making pages, but on the one page. So depending on the what self switches is, which I like. I like that solution. I've used it several times already. I used it with her. I used it with another thing in the secret area I can't show. A couple other places, and then that's what I mean by using this to kind of work out ideas for the other game, because that is something I already know I can utilize in that. Like the way I made unlockable doors, like there's doors in the mansion that are locked, right? But then there's also a power outage in certain spots, and I can make that, I can rework that in a way that's on one page and not ridiculous. And I'm so happy that this finding a solution for something else entirely ended up being a solution for that as well, which is pretty cool. Although it does work right now, but it's just more elegant, I guess is the point. It's finding stuff like that in like random code snippets that I use. What was the other thing? You go to the forest. Oh, I also added, this is ridiculous. I added like tints to the screen. So this is a little tint controller, but it's very slight, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet, and that's still kind of in development. But the main thing why I clicked over here is I didn't have any battle backgrounds for the entire game. I just completely forgot about it, and I kind of liked how it looked, but I'm gonna play through it again and see if I like the backgrounds. Turns out there's not that many areas in the game, so it took like 10 minutes to implement this. But oh god, I hate this song. It's a very long video now, this stupid song. Maybe I'll change the song next. I'm also considering getting rid of a lot of the combat, which is already something I feel like I should just do. But then I gotta rebalance certain XP values. It's not meant to be hard, so I kind of just want to dump a ton of points into everything. But that'll come when I play through the full game and realize like, oh no, it needs to be this many combats because of pacing or whatever. This area also has a little bit of a tint. I can't really show it. No, I can show this one. It's very slight though. Watch, it'd be funny if this... No, it shows it, okay. It's like, it'd be really funny if you did this whole thing and you couldn't see this box. I didn't really do too much work on re-implementing OBS. Yeah, so you see it's like a little red. This is more dramatic than the other one. Obviously, you're not able to do this normally. I'm doing that. Don't be silly. Look at the battle background. I think it does look better. I kind of liked the stupid style of nothing. And these songs are loud. Is it just loud to me? Don't answer that. It was much nicer when my monitor had speakers. You know, there were bad speakers, but that had speakers. But this is a newer, this is a 1440p monitor. I was using a monitor I literally bought in 2011. So it was time to buy a new monitor. And if I ever make any money on this, it's there you go, I'll write it off. Bonus house. I don't want to show that. I don't want to show that. Let me see. I did have to pick out some music. That took longer than I anticipated. I bought some music and filtered through it, and I found a song I liked. I need like one or two more, but I think it works. That's for the secret area I can't show, or don't want to show. Day 8 has 2 bosses. One boss here, one boss in the forest. Oh, I need to test that. I need to test the whole thing, so that doesn't mean anything. And oh, there's a long conversation here. Yeah, here. I talked about this. I hope don't have anything weird open. I've done that before. They're like, let me just share my desktop. Oh, what was that? You saw nothing. I talked, I think last month, about a conversation that you have with one of the main characters over here at the end of a day, and you kind of get the result of that conversation in day 8. And this is the point where that character should, hopefully it's hammered home that he is in danger, or he is in a bad situation, and he's figuring out what is going on because he's been told very different, like, conflicting things. And then day 9 happens, and it leads right into day 10. Like, day 9 is pretty short. It is basically you wake up, you go to the world map, you do a boss fight, there's a little scene afterwards, there's another little scene, and then you're done. That's it. That's day 9. Day 9 is 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes. So it really is the climax of it all. God, I'm gonna change this song so quick. And what else is there? There's so much stuff. But yeah, I think that's it actually. In terms of, there's probably some other random nonsense I forgot about. Just other little edits in Photoshop. There's a lot of custom art I need to make for day 10. I don't know about a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Let's go with a lot. Why not? Who's gonna say you're lying? Me? To myself? There's a lot. It's not necessarily custom art though. It's more like edits to what's going on, and there's a feature I want to try out, where you can change. Like if you go in here, you can change the tile set right there, and I named one of the tile sets a spoilery thing, so I don't want to show it, but I want to change the tile sets, and not in a way that completely changes this. Like, I don't want to flip a switch and this is all of a sudden like a medieval castle, but it's all laid out the same. I want to make you switch the tile set, and now it's subtle changes and subtle differences in a way. And I probably won't even go over that in the video. I do plan on doing a full walkthrough and kind of go through every point in the game of like, oh, this guy says this if you do this, and this is a secret thing here, and this is a reference to that. But that's going to be a while away. My goal for this next month is to get the game done to the point of where you can play through the entire thing, front to back. That's it. And then after that, it'll be a little bit more of stuff I want to hammer out and like finalize endings and get a title screen and not just default text as the title of the game. But it's fun and it's exciting to get to the end, I guess. It does seem I'm very productive in the summer. Last summer I was very productive in the summer too, and then freaking God of War ruined it. Ruined my productivity. But it's been nice having a computer that works now after it completely blew up on itself and deleted a bunch of progress I made. I'm not letting that stupid violin or whatever start. That's it. Merry Christmas. Happy whatever day it is. Merry Starfield for those who participate or celebrate or whatever. I'm going to click this and I'm going to leave. That's it. Go away. Stay. But go away.